Okay, this is the another episode here of Rollin with Pellet. Pellet cannot be with us today, so playing the part of Pellet is a Toyota RAV4, and I am of course Bolligans. We are going to be driving across Plano today for a brief period. The route, I'm not exactly sure what the route is, so only time can tell. Wow, we really don't know which way the route's going to be, but I don't know if you can tell by looking out the window here, but it is super hot out there. This is Plano Parkway. And look at those thunderstorms, by the way. That's typical of what we've been dealing with for the last week and a half or so. It is hot and miserable here. We have not seen rain here in Dallas, and it's been weeks. Yet every afternoon, off in the distance, you see these giant, fluffy, pillowy thunderstorms building up. And they probably go out there and they just float down and they kick the crap out of Louisiana. And we just sit here dry and parched and miserable. And it's just not right. The car of the day, the secret, super rare car of the day that we're looking for is a Ford Pinto of any year. Doesn't matter what year it is or anything.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
that's right. We got to spot a Pinto. I haven't seen one in a long time, but yeah, when I want a rare car, I pick a rare car. All we're getting is typical SUVs. You know, we're in a typical SUV. Yeah, more Fords that you can throw a rock at.
No Pintos.
No Pintos. They need to bring back the Pintos. I think we need to sign a petition and we need to bring back the Ford Pinto. They need to do like a 2013 Pinto that, you know, it's kind of like sat nav and all the features you would expect on a 2013 car, but it's a Pinto and it won't blow up when you rear end it. I just think it would be a neat little throwback. If it works with the Mustang, it kind of worked with the Thunderbird, why not do it with a Pinto? And just have fun with it. You know, get rid of the Focus, throw it out. The Focus is a great car, but make some changes to it and just rename it the Pinto. Let's keep the horses in the stable. And that's not what people say when you're, you know, it's not like examine your zipper, don't keep your horse in the stable. Let's keep the Pintos running free here. Now we're coming up on Coit Road here. Nothing really newsworthy and nothing interesting to say about Coit, except another red light.
Roxanne!
Too many red lights. And you should send a petition to the city of Plano and say you want them to pay for your new brake pads. Because I'm telling you, that is on the left side of the screen is the Plano police. You don't see police cars in Plano. They drive these Suburban things. And I think that the idea is that when you pull over a car full of teenagers and you have to rough them up and fold them up like pretzels, you can fit more teenagers in the back of one of these things than you can in, let's say, Buick or whatever they use. Toyota Prius, police cars. You know, the world's wackiest police chases would be so dull with a Prius police car. But no Pintos are going by. This is really sad. That's a Volkswagen of sorts.
On the road again.
Okay, that light was so long, and that was such a long red light that I actually had to stop recording. Typically, I will shoot these things all in one thing and then just edit out all the boring bits, like the parts where I talk and breathe and live, and then do that manually. But I had to stop recording on that one because my arms were getting tired and so forth. That is a Pontiac. I don't know what that is, but that is not a really rare car at all, actually.
Not a Pinto?
It's not a Pinto. And I saw a Pinto a few months ago, and it was a green one, and it looked like someone had actually gone to the trouble to restore it. So someone actually out there in the real world has a sense of humor and restored a Pinto. Someone also had a sense of humor and they went out and bought a mustard orange looking Kia, and they are driving ahead of us right now. There's actually that moment where someone is sitting at a car dealership and they are looking and they say, "Oh, take it. I want that in my life." And that's just tragic. And we got a nice little Taurus that is actually in pretty good shape.
Taurus.
That's right. Not so much the future car that it was, but then the new Tauruses are super nice.
Roxanne!
That's right. We are just Oh, maybe we'll get lucky and this thing will turn at some point.
To put on a red light.
I think I've been shooting this. I think I've been shooting the sky the whole time on that one when I was going on about the Taurus. Okay, we are moving again. Not a whole lot here. We're heading eastbound right now, and we're going across Plano. We're not getting any closer to the big fluffy thunderstorms. Those things are probably over like, I don't know, just about. I mean, those things are probably a lot further away than they look.
Eastbound down.
Yeah, we're not seeing any Pintos of any kind. We're seeing just pretty typical cars from Plano.
Pinto.
Nothing really exciting. Ooh, that was a Ford. You probably won't show up on the video. That was a Ford Aspire. I think that's how it's called, Ford Aspire or Aspire. That went by. That was like a Pinto's little brother. But they didn't get the bad rap. I think they made the Ford Aspire, if that's how that's pronounced, it's probably not right. It had a very short production life. I think they produced that car for about 25 minutes, and then they just gave up. That this is stupid. Why are we making these? And they just threw their hands up and quit making them. So there's probably like 3 of them driving on the road. So we just saw one go by. I never even heard of that car until just like a couple of years ago. It just kind of snuck past. Ooh, construction. There is a, what is that? That's a Infinity something. Looks like a cigar on wheels. Some Oldsmobile. That's kind of rare. That's not the car we're looking for, but there's an Oldsmobile on the right. Oldsmobiles are now extinct. They're not extinct. They're not being produced anymore, but you still see them on the road. That's kind of depressing. Oldsmobiles. The reason why I don't like the fact that Oldsmobiles are not being made anymore because they are a close relative to Buicks, and if they stop producing Buicks, we all have to just dig a hole in the ground and just bury ourselves and give up, because those are great cars. I love Buicks, and you know, I parked one today and I nearly broke out into song just because it's a great car. And let's see, what do we got there? Another. I haven't seen any. Mustang. I'm surprised we haven't seen any Mustangs.
Another Infinity.
They're another Infinity. Infinity, by the way, of course, most of you know already. Those are just Nissans on steroids. And let's see, we're coming up on 75. Well, Alma first, and then 75 Central Expressway, which used to be a nightmare, and now it's like the best freeway in Dallas because it's all finished and it's all wide lane, floaty, fluffy, and you know, it's such a nice freeway that if you take a girl on a first date, just don't go anywhere, just drive her up and down 75 a little bit. You know, you'll win some brownie points. I don't know what kind of nerd girlfriend would actually like that, but you know. And
our first non-red light.
That's right, we actually hit a green light. That is the first. And there's some debris on the road. Safety tip, don't throw computer equipment on the road. I think that was a printer. I think that may have actually been a printer. That's quite depressing. Jeez. But,
somebody didn't get that in the move.
That's right. Didn't get the extended warranty on that. And there's the billboard for a
General Cinema.
Used to be a General Cinema, now it's a church. That is what happens when people die. They go to heaven. When theaters die, they become churches. And I don't mean fried chicken. I mean they become 6. You can have a 6-screen theater that goes down, and you can have 6 different religions in one building. It's great. You know. Unfortunately, it's a smorgasbord. I mean, people from all over.
Buffet.
It's like it's a spiritual buffet. And you can have like free popcorn and drinks and stuff like that. Right, we are here now at our destination, Fry's Electronics. What a surprise.
Fries.
That's right. So the next installment of this will have better audio quality, I hope.